Everything, yeah, so we are. Everything that happens is only b'dei Shemayim, except for one thing, Yir Shemayim. What does Hashem ask from you? The only thing he asks is the Yir. That's all he asks. Famous Gemara, Yefrek the Gemara. What do you mean? What the Yir Shemayim Nusas Tzuvasa? You say you're only? How can you say only? Yir Shemayim. It's something small. That's all Hashem has. Is a treasure house in Yir Shemayim. Yos Hashemi Oitzva. Where it answers the question in. Yes, the Rabbi Moshe Nusas Tzuvasa. Who's Hashem talking to? He's talking to Moshe. Even though something big and he has it, if you have it, it's not a big deal. If you don't have it, it's big. Even if he has something small, unless he have it, it's very difficult. So if you want to write them up, the person says, repeats Moedim Shaskin also. Required him. Similarly. Person repeats Shema Shema. It's like saying Moedim Moedim. In other words, he's indicating there's two shuyas. Meisvi HaKoyah Shema B'Koifla. Person repeats Shema. This is Megune. This is inappropriate. It's Megune to have it. So it's Megune to have it. So what do you mean? That implies it might be Meguna or Shtukim and Shetkinim. You don't have to be quiet. Kasha Nusa. So when he says each part separately, that's Meguna. He just says each part. But if he says the whole thing together, that's that Meshaskin, so that's saying to Shuyas. That's being the problem of what shown twice. The Tani law, the Tani law, that's why he repeats it. He says each thing repeats it. He says the whole possibility. Maybe why do you shut Kilim? Maybe he has to say it again. Because Allah is you have to have Kavanah. And if you didn't have Kavanah, we're the bottom, the last line of Imam Ibn is. If you didn't have Kavanah, so you need to repeat it again. So what's wrong? Because you died. You can't look you died. So if Kilim died, Chavusa, Klabishmaya, Miike. You don't even die to me called. In other words, okay, it's true. He wasn't Mechaber, he's saying it again, but it's still not right. We still tell him, no, when you do it, you have to Mechaber the first time. So the Mishnah over there table, V'toya Yav Varachat Tachtav V'liyah Sarva. Why it's so short? When a person makes a mistake, remember, Shiva would daven. In those days, they were daven by heart. So sometimes, if he would lose his place, and Toya, so you have to replace him. Now, when you replace the second person, although normally, a person, when he's called up to be Tzibur, should be modest and say, I don't want to go. But here, when he's really needed to come in, he should be sovereign. He should go up. Lo yisarvin lo yisashor. Ve'echel u'matzkil utchilis ha'bracha shetoya. Where does he start? From the utchilis bracha shetoya. He goes back to, he can continue forever the last person who started the mistake. Now, a person, Chazim, when the Kohanim say Birkas Kohanim, he doesn't say Amen. They are Tiruf. because he doesn't want to lose his concentration. He mentioned Kohen Elahu, he's a couple. In fact, here it says in the Mishnah that if he's the Chazan shouldn't do Chon, he shouldn't be the one who is saying this one. But if he's confident in himself, go back, he won't get confused. He'll go back and down, and he's allowed to. So when a person is called up, he has to be modest. If he just, it's like it's an inappropriate behavior. It's like a dish. You're cooking a pot of soup, and you forgot to put in the salt. It's lacking the right spice. But on the other hand, but if they need him, don't push off too much. Don't tell it's too much salt. Okay, time. So what's the correct favor? First time you say, I'd rather not, and then shnia nirayu, you kind of show maybe, and then shlishis paishay tzad loviyah. And third time you go. Three things where a lot is inappropriate, is too much, and a little bit is correct. On the other hand, Sa'or, when you add Sa'or, yeast, thank you. Melech, salt, the sarvanos. Similarly also this behavior of sarvanos, refusing. Person makes a mistake in the first three brachos, in ovens, so that's all one thing. So you go back to the Tzayis, after Chenon Das, and all the Bakashas, the Brachos, after Moedim, Choyz Loiser, then you made a mistake, go back to when you made a mistake. Sorry. This says here, Choyz La'ato Choydim. We don't do that. We'll see. We'll see the disagree that in a second. And in the last one, the avoid all the moidah is also one unit. So you go back to moidim. I'm going to say, Ravasi, Omar, and Tzoyis, Einam Seder. Rasi disagrees. Says no. There's no particular order. The last, all the middle brachas do not have to be repeated in the same order. And if you missed one, you go back to wherever you missed, and you say, Masav Sheish Behechem Choyzer. It's a Rosh Yeshiva, so go back to wherever you made a mistake. Tufta the Ravunia, Tufta Bob. So we see over here in the Brachos, you go back to where you made a mistake. There's no order. Tufta Ravuna, and Tzoyis Kula Chorav B'Chosadi. And he says, no, it's all one bracha. And so as an answer to the Brachos, all one bracha. That's what he means. He says it doesn't mean you go back to where you left off. It means you go back to Atochayim. All one bracha. He says go back to where you made a mistake. That means that itself means he's going to interpret the Mishnah to the Brisa to mean Atochayim. Don't ask for your needs at the beginning or the end. Is what else when you ask for das, ask for das. When you ask for food, ask for when we show you first, are preparing the shvach. And so he's doing with Evid, Shavak's pras, Mirab. He's asking pras. He's asking for what he needs. Achray is doing with Evid, Shmikabel pras. He received it for lift of a he's taking the shot. Torah Meister Nefesh Hashem V'Yat Tev Nus Talmud never realized what he wanted because he's taking too long. Only Talmidoi. So Rabbeinu. So the Talmidim said to Rabbeinu, this Talmud, Look how long he takes. I want to have cool Mark. Moshe Rabbeinu, see this boy Yoy. It's a boy like took him. He was with Hashem for 40 days. Shumai said, "I'm going to take near Minazoi Mikatzer Yosina." Mutami will come fast. I'm like, "Kum Katzer Moshe Rabbeinu receive Kelner." What did he say? Kelner or Fal Allah? He said one sentence. He said, "Oh, Tefillah." Omer Yaakov Omer Kisma Pavadishach Lechaveir Ein Tzor Bahas Kishmoi Shenemar Kelner Fal Allah. So if you don't necessarily have to use the name, well, if you know what you're talking about, so just Kelner Fal Allah. Her. Very good. When you bow, the beginning of Avos, Shmon Esrei, and Soif, Mogin, yeah. We thought Tchila, Mogin Soif, Molisuach, and if he comes, the Soif, Kobracha, Bracha, the Tchilas, Kobracha, Bracha, Malamkin, and Soshalishka. And if he wants to bow every bracha, we say, don't do that. Hedyot. He's a hedyot. So that's not correct way to behave. Which Omarnu Koyen Gadol b'Seif Kol Bracha Bracha. Koyen Gadol in fact does, because he's greater, so for him it's appropriate. V'Amelech Tchilas Kol Bracha Bracha b'Seif Kol Bracha Bracha. The Melech. So it's the Gadol is the end of each bracha. And the Melech, only the Melech, the greatest person, does the beginning of the bracha and the end of the bracha. Bow again. Bow when we're talking about, yeah. I'm going to be the way the deed before she made that we should live ahead here. Gadol to Kiddush Kol Bracha Bracha. Melech Kivin Shekarish up. And he says a little bit differently. Hedi does the beginning. He's a Hedi because the Gadol does the beginning. He's a Hedi meaning he doesn't know his appropriate place. Because Gadol does the beginning of the Kol Bracha Bracha, and Melech, Kivin Shekara, Shuvin is up. Melech is bowed the whole time. Shneimar, because when Shlomo is Palo, when he finished his daven, come, then he stood up. Hashem stood up here. Torah Bonim, Keda Alapayim. Shneimar, Vatika Bash. What Keda means, you're on your face. You're bowing on your face. Shneimar, Vatika Basheva. Apayim, Bacheva, bow, Apayim, on the face, outside. Kriya is on your knees. Pisha doing that's completely spreading the whole body on the floor, lying out, bowing. Shenemar, have another new outline for the Chechel, Ishtachel, outside, I'm not clear, but I did Abuna, as you know, the Bible, the Maxit Sluye, so they were davening, Tani Chada. So one said, if you bow, if I died, Moedim is Mishum. Tani Ida Charizim Meguna, Mekasha, Tchila, B'Seif. Beginning, yeah. So if not, Rav Kar by Dod, Tchila, B'Seif, Rav did both. I'm going to what am I covered? Why did you don't look? Chazin Rav Nach, I saw that's what he did. He bowed twice, but Chazin Rav Shid the Cover Hochi. Tani Kar, Badar, Rezim Meguna. Ubadar Shabbahala. No, that's Odar and Hala. So here it's clearly that both Idah are good. That's talking about Idah because but Idah in Tefillah it's correct about down. We'll go time a few minutes. We'll go weiter. Have a spell the Torah simin wrong. Person makes a mistake in davening. It's not a good simin. It's a bad simin in Shemayim. Shlich tzibur simin rather shluchim. Tzibur. So he was able to tell you, he would daven for people. He said, this is going to be shver. This person, this person is going to be okay. So how do you know? What do you know? You have to I know it was simin. If I said it was simu, I knew I was able to say the feel on the names will be to know here the name. I think Rashi learns it's a tefillah. Tefillah went smooth for my heart, and it was good. Yudeli Shubikuba, Milav Yudeli Shubikuba. Hi, I want to believe Rav Moshe Binyomin Friedman. What's he going on? With Ba'avos. When do we we say a mistake is a siman ra? But obviously, the master of Brachos is probably Toshi Chavin is legal Bekula. Person has to be Chavin, and Yochel Chavin, could be Chavin legal Brachos. That's where's the Ma'akev? Kavana B'Havos. Amud Chanina, we know immediately. How do we know that, that if he says it properly, it'll be Yistabel, Amud Rabbi Yeshua, and Makram, why did he use the same Shalom? Shalom the Rochel, the Korov. It says Shalom the Rochel, the Korov, Amar Hashem Ufarisi. If it goes smooth, so then Hashem says, Amar Hashem Ufarisi, and then he has it full. If you all David, they have the schools to marry the daughter to Talmud. So not just pragmatia, it's also to give parnasa to business. But the actual Talmud Chacham itself, they didn't even dream of that. Ayin l'rasa, the Kings will say, no one really understands that except Hashem Yaseh l'Mchakim. The daven when Shel Haba Ayin l'rasa, but the Haba is really later on. It's after it's lost in love. But also is lost completely. Shmuel Ein Bein L'Mazah was Mashiach. Shmuel says that the word of Mashiach, the only difference with Mashiach is going to be it won't be Shibud Malchus. It won't have Saras for the Goyim. So if you left the Evian Mikar V'Aretz, they all wanted to be Bal Tshuva, Tzadikim Guna, and Rosh Yeshiva. Please, Rabbi Yoda realized that Tshuva Oimdim Tzadikim Murim ain't Oimdim. No, it's fakir. But Tshuva is a higher Madrega. You imply. Remember, Shalom Shalom the Rachel the Rachel is Rachel then the Korah. The Rachel Bereisha or other Korah. The one who we say Shalom to is first to the Rachel, the Malchuk who came from far away for her the Korah. The other one my Rachel Shei Rachel Dvarvei the Korah. He says no, but the Rachel doesn't mean it means a different interpretation. It's a tzaddik who's far from a Veir, like Korah Shei Korah Veir. It's our Hashem my Aylon also. What does it mean that I didn't see? So Yaina Mishum Banova Mishis Mibray doesn't see this wine that's waiting from chasing gracious Mishum Banova Yomer the Eden Shel Shota Ba'ayin that's Gan Eden Bobiri Shematoim Shematoim Al Rishon Hekel Yom Began Shematoim Hu Gan Hu Eden Tamaloimer no Yaitz Eden Ashkus is a Gan no that's somewhere deeper the river comes out of the Eden he was in the Gan the Machas the Gan the Chud Gan the Chud Eden the Chud Tana Rabbi Ma'aseh Shechol Benoi Shem Shemulio Shalom Shlit Mecham Yitzchak Chadina Ben Dois the Brachos the Racham. His son was he sent two Chachamim to David came in Shras Oisam Olol Aliyah Ubikish of Racham. When he saw them coming, he ran up to ask Racham himself. B'Yidasam Lehem L'Chu Shechotzos Chama. He's ready. The fever went. I'm going to Navi Ato. I'm going to Navi Ato. I'm going to Navi Ato. I'm going to Mishkur. I have the same rule. You shkuras it shkur tefillas b'fi. If my tefillah comes out, the day I should come, we will have the day I should do it. If because we keep doing so short, they check the exact time. So it's going to be that exact moment. You're right. That's when the fever went. Shalom my lishtois shumais b'chanina b'tois b'rachim b'tois b'zak b'lok b'noi b'chol b'noi shel yod b'zaka. His son was ill. Only Chanina. He said Chanina b'ni bikish rachim David my son v'yichya v'yich moshem bloch bikish rachim Chanina David v'chai. Omer yod b'zaka. V'loi tiyah b'zaka is reisha b'brachov kol yom kum loi mashkicha ulov. It wouldn't be for that tefillah. Chanina b'zaka. Loi mashkicha ulov. We would have no chance. What's up, shot? I understand. Is he greater than you? You're greater. It's true. No, I am greater than that. So why is my tefillah answered? I'm like a sar, and the king doesn't always answer me. But when the Eved, even though he's less, but because he's so close to the king, he serves the king, So whatever he answers, asks him the answer. So Omer Pia Be'aba, Omer Pia Be'al Yisrael, Omer Be'bai Shish B'chalonis, Mr. Tom, with his windows, Cham, Tzitz, at least Yeshua, at least Neg Yerushalayim. He shows down windows to be B'chave Neg Yerushalayim. Omer Avkana Chotzev, Alai Man Matzi B'Bikto. It's a chutzpah to be someone who just davens in the open valley. For Omer Avkana, similarly, Chotzev Alai is a chutzev, one who furnish chata, who specifies his averos. Ne'emar Ashrei Nosui Pesha Kisui Chata. Praise the person who covers over his averos. Have to publicize averos. How do they care? Listen for all star cases.